Hello, welcome back to LARP School, and today we'll be looking at getting hurt. Yes, hello, welcome back. Today we will be looking at getting hurt in character and how you can best show off getting hurt as well, both physically with props, with using your own body, so using your body language, so on and so forth like that. Now, there are loads of different things that you can do, and this is just the things that I like to do myself. If there are any other ways that you know of, then please do put them in the comment section below and share with the LARP School family. So, when you're in a fight, it can get pretty heated. Sometimes you might end up with a broken arm or a broken leg. Now, if you're a medic for that kind of thing, you can always carry around your medical supplies bag, stuff like that. But if you're just a character as well, you can also just carry a small pouch around with a bag of tricks, as I like to call it, that helps just improve the roleplay that little bit more. Now, the things that I generally carry with me, it's not very much, and it's very cheap as well. First, I like to carry some plastic shot glasses. These you can literally pick up for 50p, if that, from all supermarkets. Just the cheap, really flimsy 50p shot glasses. And what this is really good for is for making the noise of broken bones. So what you do is you cup the shot glass in your hand, and then you crush it, and you hear that snap. And then all you need to do is move your hand forward and backward very slightly, and it gives a really, really good grinding noise. It does make it sound like bones are grinding, things are really messed up. And if you're doing that while the medic's there as well, then that just gives that extra little bit of roleplay to the medic. See if they pick up on the broken bones. If they don't, walk around with a gammy leg for a bit, I'd say. Why not? The next thing I carry around generally as well is a small, very small bottle or vial, you could call it, and I fill this with fake blood. So if I get a great big slash through my torso, don't be afraid to get dirty. You're out LARPing, it's fine. So I like to pour fake blood all over where I've been slashed to make it look like that I'm bleeding profusely, I've been hit, things are bad, please help me, I need a medic. And you can carry them around. So what I generally do is carry a small vial with me, but I do keep, generally I take around about 5 or 6 of them. I don't normally need more than that, because if I do use more than that, then the whole costume's just going to end up as blood, which it would do anyway, but you don't want the blood to sort of take over. So I take a small amount, and fake blood you can pick up from loads of shops as well. I do recommend getting the non-dye stuff, so this is the natural stuff, normally with some glucose syrup, that kind of thing. And then from that, it's all washable, so it'll wash out nice and clean. So the next time you go out as well, you'll be in nice clean costume once more, unless you don't want to wash it and keep those stains as sort of reminders. In which case, go ahead, use sort of red dye as well, that kind of thing, that's fine. Other things I'd like to use as well, this one's quite a weird one, I'll be honest, but it is very good. I do carry around a water bottle, which you should carry around at all times anyway with you, because dehydration is by far one of the worst things that can happen whilst out LARPing. Now, what I tend to do with this is, if I've taken a big fall onto the ground, I rub a little water on the side of my face, and I literally bury my face into the dirt. This sounds very bad, but all that does is, then when you're getting up, you've got this side of your face that's basically plastered with the dirt, and it just sort of shows a little bit more that you fell big time. It wasn't, just a normal like, oh, I fell. It really does make it look like you've gone smack straight into the ground, and the ground's coming back up with you. You're creating mountains of dirt behind you, which is fantastic. Obviously, if it's raining at an event, you don't really need to do that. You can literally just dip your face into the mud, and that's fine as well. Now, moving more onto sort of the physical acting side of things, what it is you can do more sort of with your body to show injuries. And don't get me wrong, you know, there's many more bags of tricks as well. What I'll probably do is actually set up a bag for a future episode and take you through everything that I have in the bag. But moving on to the physical side of things, a lot of people aren't too sure in you know, events and systems that I've been to, when you've been sort of hit either in the arm or the leg and stuff, you know, you get it healed up and that's all good, and everything sort of magically heals. It's not exactly a major point, but this is something I feel adds that little bit extra to the role play. And, you know, by all means, if there's a situation where you gotta run, don't worry about it. But, you know, if I've been hitting the arm or the leg, that kind of thing, and it's been healed up, I like to play on the fact that that body part has been recently injured. So if I've been, you know, my left leg's got absolutely demolished, then what I do after that's been healed up, after the grinding bones and the blood spurting everywhere, it's been nicely put back together by the medic, I like to limp. I don't know why, but I like to limp on that leg for around about, you know, half an hour to an hour, a good period of time after that encounter, and, you know, sort of walk it off, you know, play with the leg, you know, give it massage and just try to get everything up and working again. And the reason I do that is it's easy to get healed. That's the point of the system. The system shouldn't be out to kill you unless it's short-term events, so no long characters. The event isn't out to kill you. It's out to give you a good time. It's out to challenge you. Yes, you may die, but that's not always an expected result. You know, there are some situations where, yeah, someone's going to die. But most of the time, it's there for your enjoyment and everything like that. So, generally, I feel it just adds that extra layer, not only to your character as well, but to you personally. It shows, you know, that you're able more to stay in character and, more importantly, sort of feel what that character would be feeling. You know, a lot of people, like I keep saying, will just get back up and be like, yes, fixed, run back into battle. But I like to add, you know, the limp, or if it's an arm, you know, I'm very fast when it comes to swords, but I slow it down. I slow it right down. Because once, you know, if you've been slashed on the bicep, the arm's going to be like really sore. There's going to be bruising around there as well. And what you can do is you know, you can still slash, but you got that twinge. You know, it just doesn't quite feel right. And talking about bruising as well, actually, that's something else you can do. With a little bit of yellow, brown, purple, and a smidge of green, you can make really, really good bruises, sort of to put all over your body throughout the weekend to show, you know, you've been beaten and battered. Now that does take a lot of preparation, I will admit, so that's maybe not something that you can do sort of on the fly. But if you're off on a toilet break, or maybe you're going out of character to get some food in the out of character area, then, you know, that might be a good opportunity to just quickly put these sort of things on. So another thing I like to do as well is head trauma. And I have said, you know, headshots is something I don't really agree with, especially at the start of a season more than anything, because people can hit way harder than they need to. I'm guilty of that as well. You know, at the start of a season, I hit a lot harder than normal, even with the practice and all of that. But it's just getting back into the swing of things. But if you do get hit in the head, you know, you've just been hit over the head with either a really sharp metallic object, that's going to at least leave a scratch. Or a big, brutish, blunt melee weapon. So, you know, don't necessarily act like drunk or, you know, like passing out constantly. But I would say let it affect your character slightly. Take what your character is and not necessarily dumb it down, but play with it slightly. Have a think in your mind how a blunt force hit would affect your character. You know, would it make them maybe a bit more grouchy? Would it make them more jokey? Would it make them very solitary, or would you want to be, you know, say in groups? The small things like that. And again, I say maybe not half an hour for that kind of thing, but around about 5-10 minutes. You know, you can always, if you've got a medic there, you say, oh, pounding headache, mate. Have you got anything, you know, I can take to get rid of it? That sort of thing. So yeah, it's a very short episode today, I think. I'm not sure, I don't know how long we've been going. A quick announcement as well, I'll be doing a separate video on this for anyone who misses it. We're very quickly actually approaching 250 subscribers. At this rate, we should be there by next month. By the end of next month, around abouts. And I'll be doing a special LARP School Live Q&A session. It will just be me. I'll put a video up with more details when it gets closer to the time, and I'll give a date, I'll give a time, and I'll get you guys to put questions down below on that video as well for questions to start me up, and then literally just come in live, ask me questions. I'll probably ramble on for an hour or two because it's fun like that, why not? But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, take care and goodbye for now.